Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So first of all I just want to say once again a big thank you for hitting 500 subscribers. Couldn't have done it without you guys. And so today this is going to be the second QR walkthrough that I'm going through, as some people did request it. So I've already done one, so if you guys haven't seen that, please do go over and check that out if you can. So this is going to be the second one, and yeah, I think it'll be useful. You'll be able to see my iPad screen, you'll be able to see what I'm writing down, the way that I do questions, etc, etc. Okay, so importantly, kind of, yeah, the things I want you guys to watch out for are all those kind of ideas. Okay, and if you do have any questions and please do let me know what you guys would like to see me do next. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to do a VR mock, and then I will do a full UCAT mock as well, right at the end. Okay, so in that case, then let's get started. Okay, cool. Okay, what percentage of the total monthly expenditure is attributed to subscriptions and clothing and footwear? Subscriptions and clothing and footwear, so that's going to be 297 in total. So then 1950 plus 475 plus 385 plus 252 plus 123 plus 345 plus 174 plus 256. 3960, so 297 divided by 3960, 7.5%. If data is shown using a pie chart, what will be the internal angle of the segment representing transport? So it's important to write that number down. So 385 divided by 3960 times 360 is going to be 35 degrees. Family monthly income is 4,800. What percentage of their income do they save each month? So it's 4,800 minus 3,960 divided by 4,800. So 17.5%. So nice and easy set to start off with. Employer reimburses 30% of the monthly expenditure for restaurants and hotels. What's the difference in monthly expenditure for restaurants and hotels compared to activities? What is activities? So it's going to be 345 times 0.66 and then subtract 252. And that's going to be £24.30. What percentage of full-time and part-time employed photographers use brand A? Okay, so brand A is going to be 620. So it's 620 plus 348 plus 295 plus 163 plus 135 plus 479 plus 440, that's 2480. So 620 divided by 2480 is going to be 25%. Oh yeah, dead on. What's the ratio of retired photographers using a camera by brand D to those using cameras by all other brands? Okay, so that's going to be 18 plus 29 plus 25, so it's going to be 27 divided by 72, which is 3/8. For all part-time self-employed photographers, 12% specialize in landscape photography. Okay, so 305 plus 295 is 600, so remember that's what I mean about like assisting the calculator, and 12% specialized, so that's 141. What percentage of photographers using a camera by brand C are students? So 163 plus 135 is 298 plus 95 plus 22 plus 25, 440, so 22 divided by 440 is going to be 5%. Oh, got to type it in properly. 5%. Okay, what's the difference in the average number of... Okay, I'm going to skip this one. For mothers aged 40 or over, what approximate percentage of babies were born in a hospital? Okay, so 27341 plus 580 is 27921. And then 27341 divided by 27921 is 97.9, so it's 98%. 4% increase in the total number of out-of-hospital births in the following year. How many hospitals were not born in the hospital that year? Okay, so 174 plus 1131 plus 3555 plus 6089 plus 3904 plus 580 plus 17 times 1.04 is going to be 16 and 68. Okay, what was the ratio of out-of-hospital births to babies born in a hospital from mothers aged 24 or under? So it's going to be 1131 plus 74, which is 1205, and then the other bit is going to be 13415 plus 73585, which is 87,000, 87k. So 1205 divided by 87,000. It's going to be 12 divided by 87, which are out of hospital, babies born in hospital. So 174 plus 1131, and that definitely adds up to 75k. So 1305 divided by 87,000 is 0.015, so that's going to be this one, I believe. Actually, no, it's going to be this one. No, it's going to be this one. What percentage of mothers aged 30 to 39 had multiple births? Okay, so 30, so it's going to be 207,273 plus 6089 plus 118984 plus 3904. Okay, that's 336,250. Out of that, you've got 3039 is 3097 plus 2014 divided by 336,250. 15.2, 1.52. East Bay capacity has a capacity of 21,000. What percentage of the empty seats at that game there is? So 21250 minus 2859 divided by 21250. 18.4. At Game 10 at the Harbourside Arena, 350 more attendees expected compared to Game 5. Harbourside Arena, a ratio of home fans to away fans, so 17,111 plus 350. How many more away supporters? This is one of the things you can do. So then you divide by 19 and you times by 13 because that's the gap. So 350 more attendees. How many more? Oh, how many away supporters? Okay, so then divide by 13. Sorry, thought they were looking for the gap there. Thought they were looking for what's the difference. So I was trying to find a faster way to do it, but I misread the question. The Quayside Centre, there were 19-12 in the at Game 6. What was the average number of the first 7 matches? So 19,878 plus 18,865 plus 20,619 plus 19,874 plus 20,654 plus 19,112 plus 18,968. Divide that by 7, 19,710. The number of attendees at Game 1 at the East Bay Arena is 8% greater than the average attendance last season. 21,080 divided by 1.08. What was the total number of attendees in the previous season? Average attendance each season is 41 home games, so multiply that by 41. What have I gone wrong here? Game 1 at East, so 21080. Divide that by 1.088 times 41, 794,375. So let's get somewhere wrong with the maths. Let's skip this. What was the percentage change in international tourist arrival at all destinations from year 2 to year 3? So year 2 to year 3. What was the percentage change? So it's going to be 101.3 plus 82.5 plus 89.8, which is 273.6, and 104.8 plus 70.2. I could have just added that a bit faster. That's 300. So it's going to be 300 minus 273.6 divided by 300, and it's going to be a negative 8.8%. It's definitely year 1, 2 to 3, right? Yeah. How many more vehicles cross the Broadway on Mill Lane between 8 Broadway on Mill Lane and Church Road between 8 and 12 than between 12 and... Okay, so 923 plus 615 plus 768 plus 1235 minus 519 minus 1194. I didn't need to do all of that. So add 519, add 1194. So minus 519 minus 1130. So 1892. What's the ratio of initial budget for event C to the initial budget of event E? So 5.88 divided by 12.48, 47. So that's going to be, it's not going to be, so 8 divided by 25. 8 divided by 25. No, it's probably going to be this one then. So 5.88 divided by... Oh, percentage increase from initial budget. Okay, that makes sense. So 5.88 divided by 2.45 is 2.4, and then 12.48 divided by 1.98. Sorry, divided by 1.95 is 6.4. So 4 divided by 6.4 is 0.375. What percentage of the offers to buy homes were not offers on 100? Okay, I'm going to skip this. If gas is priced at petrol, what was the cost of fuel for 85-mile journey under real world conditions? in an eco turbo model, so 64 miles per gallon. So 85 miles, so 85 divided by 34, this is how many gallons it is, so times that by 4.55, times that by 1.28, 14.56. Okay, so if the advertised miles per gallon were projected accurately, how much more or less fuel would a super elite car be expected to use in Series F Super Elite? Okay, I'm going to skip this. Okay, I'm going to skip this. How many miles can a Model S car travel on a full tank under real-world conditions if it has a capacity of 54.6 litres? To divide that by 4.55 is 12 gallons. Under real-world conditions, Model S is times that by 33. So 396. What percentage of services scheduled by North Central Express were not on time? So it's going to be 13249 plus 8801, which is 22,050. So I'm going to store that in the memory. 22,050. Store that in the memory. And then plus 40950, 63,000, 63k. So then let's pull back the memory, divide that by 63,000, 35%. Just make sure I've got that right. Yeah, of course, all 4 train companies, meaning number of cancelled services, was, I'm just starting to do the maths already. You can see this is what's important. Subtract 8801, subtract 3092, subtract 7738, 7317. Okay, what's the ratio of number of delayed and cancelled services to the number of on-time services for Eastern Railway? So it's 7053 plus 3092, which is 10145. Divide that by 5725, 1 to 5. First couple of trains that have a target of at least 80% should run on time, but how many services have they missed this target? So 73728 plus 10234 plus 7738 times 0.8, and then subtract 63278. Oh, what have I done wrong? So 63278 plus 10234 plus 7738 times that by 0.8, 65,000. So it's going to be 1,722. So just using a bit of mental maths there. So let's review the incomplete questions. What's the difference in the average daily use? Okay, I'm going to skip this. If the average daily number of, okay, let's skip this. How many more work commutes will make? Okay, let's skip this. Ratio R cost 750 less. Okay, what was the ratio of clicks to impressions across all 5 campaigns? So 417 plus 2326 plus 2988 plus 835 plus 1120 is going to be, so let's clear my whiteboard, 7686, and then 28965 plus 87025 plus 66594 plus 1. Okay, so 28965 plus 87025 plus 66594 plus 17893 plus 56723. This number was the ratio of clicks, so 439144. 7686 divided by 439144. So, what's 4 divided by 125? 4 divided by 125. Across all 5 campaigns, I must have done something wrong here, surely. Plus 2326 plus 2988 plus 835 plus 1120. 7686, and then 28965 plus 8725 plus 66594 plus 17893 plus 56723 was, okay, 256200. So 7686 divided by 256200, 0.03. Okay. What's total cost of campaigns P and Q? Cost is return on ad spending, so cost is going to be revenue, so it's going to be 13,695 divided by 3.32, so cost is 4125, and then for Q, so then plus 18,475, 22,600. What's the average price of each item sold in campaign S? Sales is 407, so that's the cost. So the revenue is going to be 12025, 12025 times 7.48, and then divide that number by 407 for $221. Okay, let's go back actually. So campaign R costs $750 less than campaign T. So 700 minus 750. What was its return on it? So the revenue is 5950, 5474 divided by 5950, 0.92. Okay, what percentage of offers to buy homes were not completed with their transfer? Okay, so offers on 100 homes, offers to buy, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offers to buy homes were not completed with the transfer. We deal with the transfer of ownership. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. I can come back to this. First set, what's the difference in average daily use? Average daily number of users of private transportation for work commutes between year 1 and year 3. Private transportation, so it says, okay, between year 1 and year 3. Okay, so in year 3 it becomes 78260 times 0.86, which is 67303.6, and then 66250 times 1.15, which is 76176, plus 67303.6 minus 78260 minus 66240. Oh, average daily number of users. Oh, I've gone the wrong way, so it's going to be 78260 divided by 0.86, 91,000, and then 66240 divided by 1.15, which is 57,600, plus 91,000, subtract 8260, subtract 66240, 4,100. Okay, if the average number of daily Metro users in year 2 was 4 times the average number, okay, so 847,000, a 10% increase, so then divide this by 1.1, and if that was 4 times the number of average, okay, and if that was 4 times the amount, so 4 times the amount, so then divide this by 4. The average daily number of tram users in year 2, okay, so this is the daily amount of tram 2. So then to go from year 2 to year 3, you have to minus 20%, so times this by 0.8. And then to go from year 3 to year 1 is subtract, so then divide by 0.88, 175,000. Okay, that was a bit of a long question. How many more work commutes were made by car in year 2 than in year 3? So it's going to be 78260, and then the change is 35%, so times that by so it's a decrease, so times that by 0. So 78260 divided by 0.65, 78260 divided by 0.65, because it changed 35%, dropped 35%. So that's the amount, and then subtract 78260. I mean, I could have guessed the answer there because it could have only been that one. Okay, cool. What's the ratio of average number of daily cyclists to the average number of daily people who use the bus in year 2? So 3309, 240 divided by 1.09 is 3036, and take away the last 3 zeros. And then for cyclists, it's 66240 divided by 1.2, and that becomes 552. So the ratio is cyclists is 552 divided by 3036. 181818. So, so take away enough zeros. I must have done. So I basically need something that's 5.5. It's 11 over 2. It's 2 elevenths. I'm looking for 2 elevenths. Okay, you know what? I can probably None of those answers seem to match up. Okay, let's try this one again then. Average daily number of cyclists. So the average daily number of people who use the bus. So cyclists is going to be 66240 divided by 1.2, which is 55,000. Oh, 55,200. I know I've done wrong now. 3309, 240 divided by 1.09 is 3036. So it's 55.2. That's why. 55.2 divided by 3036, 0.01818. So it's, instead of being 2 over 11, it's meant to be 2 over 110, which is 1 to 55. Got it. Okay, what percentage of offers? Okay, so just these last three to focus on. What percentage of the offers to buy homes, so that's 675, were not completed with transfer of ownership? So 675 minus 189 divided by 675. Okay, there were 600, so 700 offers. Or is it going to be like, okay, honestly, not really sure about this. I think I could have all the time in the world and I still wouldn't understand it. Number of offers to buy sold homes to an estate agency, and the number of offers that were completed with, okay, it's to buy sold homes. Sold, okay, so they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. The advertised tests the efficiency of the Sport Boost model on an 84-mile road trip with 3 different drivers using an average of 10 litres of fuel. By what percentage does the average miles per gallon calculated differ from the advertised? Okay, so the average 10 litres of fuel, so 10 divided by 4.55 is 2.17 gallons. So 84 divided by 2.1978 is 38.22. 38.22. Sport Boost model with the advertised, so it's going to be 45 minus 38.22 differ from its advertised one. So then divide that by 45, 15.07. I think it's going to be this one. It's just the last one left. If the advertised market plan projected accurately, how much less fuel would a super elite car? How much less fuel would a super elite car model be expected to use on the same 105-mile journey? So you get 3 more miles per gallon. I'm sure there's a faster way to do it, but because I've got the time, I'm just going to do it kind of classic standard. So you've got the super elite and 105-mile journey. So 105 divided by 42 is 2.5 gallons. So how much less fuel? So times that by 4.55 is 11.375. And then the other one is going to be a 105 divided by 35 times that by 4.55 minus 11.375, 2.275, 2.28. There probably is a faster way to do this, I just can't figure it out. Okay, let's have a quick scan through. I was quite happy with a lot of these. That was nice. I think these are nice. Restaurants and hotels. Is there any? Oh yeah, I can just go back and check my flagged ones, can't I? Review flagged. It's just this one, okay. $40 or over. What's the approximate percentage of babies that are born in a hospital? So 40 or over, so total is 27341 plus 580 plus 1912 plus 17, 29850. Born in a hospital is 27341 plus 1912 divided by 29850. Okay. That was nice. Thought that was decent. Thought that was fine. 8 to 12 between Mill Lane and Church Road. 1235 plus 768 plus 923 plus 615. And then 12 and 4. So subtract 519, subtract 1130. 1892. This is the only one that I'm a bit on. A percentage of the offers to buy homes were not completed. So only 189 was. So maybe what if I try some of the numbers? get some really answer. Okay, I think it has to be that one, surely. Okay, let's end our review and hopefully it won't. Okay. Okay, so 880, 99th percentile. So let's have a look at the one question that we got wrong. How many more work commutes are made by a car in year 2 than schoolboy error, schoolboy error. So because this is the average daily users, okay, I should have had a look at these answers and realized why are the answers so big, okay. But I hope you guys, I hope that kind of makes sense. Hope you guys understood kind of like the way that I was doing the questions. I thought this was quite a nice mini mock actually. I thought the questions would perhaps be slightly harder. But yeah, no, I think it was a decent mini mock overall. But you can really see what I mean in terms of, once again, making sure that you're doing the questions as fast as you can, making sure you're doing the ones you're happy with. I guess I still had like a minute or so, but I probably wouldn't have figured out that this was the one that I got wrong. So 880, not bad, but we definitely could have got 900 there. I think that was a nice sub-test, to be honest. Okay, cool. So thank you so much for watching so far, guys. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends. It really would mean a lot for me. As always, yeah, make sure to let me know what you want to see next. And VR and a full mock is on the way. Okay, thank you very much for watching.